I just finished 1000 Andariel runs and I found a lot of very nice loots. Andariel is a little bit better to farm than Mephisto for a few things like rings and ammies, and I got a lot of them. For these 1000 runs, I started with the Oculist with an Ist rune, Shaco with a perfect topaz, Scolders with a perfect topaz, Tal Ami, Spirit Monarch, 42 War Travelers, a Stone of Jordan, my best in slot belt Arachnid Mesh, a 25 Naggle Ring, and 39 Chances. As for my charms, I have 2 Fire Skillers with 1 mana and 1 Cold Resist Grand Charm, with some random small charms and a very low 12, 10, 8 Annihilus. That brings me to 394 Magic Find, which is more than enough. As for my build, I made generic Fire Sorceress because Andy is very weak against fire. Enough talking, let's get into it. On run 14, I found my first unique amulet and a rare ring. The rare ring is useless, and the unique amulet is Atma's Scarab. Pretty cool for the Amplify Curse and attack rating bonus. On run 19, I found a set belt and a small charm. The set belt is Tal Russia with only 12 MF. The small charm is actually very good, with 12 to life and 3 all resist. If it rolled just a little bit higher, this small charm would have been worth so much. Then on run 22, I found my first skiller with a very nice second stat, plus 1 to bow and crossbow and 7 faster run walk. Very cool for Boazons. On the next run, 23, I found a unique ring. Naggle Ring, but with only 20 magic find. 10 runs later, on run 33, I found an amazing item for Sorceress. In fact, it's the one I'm using right now, the Oculus. Everything about this weapon is amazing, except the extremely annoying teleport chance. Then, on run 37, I found an amazing item that I badly needed. Yes, the zone is not terrorized. It's a gheed, my first gheed. How much magic find is this going to be? Yes, my first gheed is 39 magic find. How lucky can I be? That brings me to 433 magic find. On run 64, I found a small charm, a grand charm, and one of the best gloves for physical characters. The gloves are laying of hands, and with almost perfect defense of 86. Unfortunately, the small charm is useless, and the grand charm is also useless. On run 74, I found the best weapon in the game for resist, giving a total of 300 resist, which is crazy. Wizard Spike. Believe me, if you struggle with survivability in hell, use this. I used it in single player, and I also used it online to get through some hard parts, like to save Anya in Act 5 for example. Then on run 91, I found a Grand Charm and a set amulet. Unfortunately, the Grand Charm is useless, and the Ami is Tilling of Beads from the Disciple set. I don't think anybody uses this, but it has a pretty low drop rate of only 1 in 3,825 runs. On run 94, I found some unique gloves that I always love to find. They can either be worth nothing or worth a lot. Chances, but with only 26 magic find. That's going straight in my giveaways. Then 5 runs later, on run 99, I found something pretty good for casters before you get your hands on a Monarch base for Spirit. Lidless Wall. 1 to all skills, 20 FCR, increase mana. It's definitely not a Spirit, but it does the trick until you find one. On run 101, I found some decent unique boosts. Water Walk. Nothing exceptional, but can still be pretty good until you find something better. Then 10 runs later, on run 111, I found something that I found before. Another unique Grand Charm. How much magic find will this gheed have? Well, only 30, so that's also going in the giveaways. On run 119, I found a unique amulet. What is this going to be? Well, only Mayhem Oak Curio. Maybe next time it's going to be a Maris. 4 runs later, on run 123, I found some unique gloves and rare gloves. The unique gloves are pretty much the best in slot for Sorceress, Mage Fist, and the rare gloves are useless. Then on the next run, 124, I found a very good unique ring. Raven Frost. Pretty high attack rating, but very low dexterity. On the next run, 125, I found a pair of set gloves that I found before. Laying of Hands. That's always a nice find. Then on run 158, I found a very good and valuable Grand Charm. Shimmering Grand Charm of Strength, giving 4 to Strength and 13 all resist. This is very good. 2 runs later, on run 160, I found a very good budget weapons for Assassins. Bartok's Cutthroat. Unfortunately, it rolled with terrible enhanced damage and lifesteal. On run 188, I found another unique amulet. Will I be lucky this time? Well, no. Atma's Scarab again. Then on run 208, I found a very good belt for physical characters. String of Ears. It rolled with perfect physical damage reduction of 15, but the other stats are very low. On run 230, I found another unique amulet, giving both mana steal and life steal. Crescent Moon. Not what I'm looking for, but at least it's not another Atma's Scarab. 3 runs later, on run 233, I found some set gloves and another unique ring. The gloves are Immortal King's gloves, which are pretty common on Andy. and the ring is a Raven Frost, but a lot worse than the previous one. Then on run 237, I found some unique gloves that I found before. Mage Fist. That's also going in the giveaways. By the way, if you want to have access to the giveaways, just join our Discord. The link is in the description of this video. On run 253, I found a very nice unique Druid Pelt that I've never seen before. Cerebus Bite. The skills are 4-2, which is the maximum, but the other stats are all over the place. I don't play Druids, so I'm not sure if that's good or not, but it seems very good for a shape-shifting build. Then on run 273, I found a set belt and a unique ring. The set belt is Immortal King's belt, and the ring is a Nagel ring with 29 magic find. Almost perfect. Mine is only 25, so it's a nice little upgrade. I'm now at 437 magic find. On run 280, I found a rare Druid Pelt and another unique ring. The Druid Pelt is useless, and the unique ring is Carian Wind, and it rolled almost perfect. Then on run 291, I found two things for Amazons, a unique bow and a unique amulet. The unique bow is Kuko Shakaku, and the amulet is the Cat's Eye. 30 faster run walk and 20 increased attack speed and 25 dexterity. That's really amazing for a Javazon. Then 2 runs later on run 293, I found something else for Amazons, Witch Wild String, and it rolled with almost perfect enhanced damage of 168 out of 170. The amplified damage on striking, deadly strike, 40 all resist, and 2 sockets make this bow a lot stronger than it seems. On run 302, I found another item that I found before, for the 3rd time now, Laying of Hands. 5 runs later on run 307, I found another item that I found for the 3rd time now, but this one is a bit more interesting to find, Gheed, and it rolled with 27 magic find. Then on the next run, 308, I found a unique Executioner Sword, Sword Guard, and it rolled with perfect 20 all resist. On run 320, I found a rare Circlet and one of the best items in the game for magic find, Scolder's Ire, and it rolled almost perfect with 199 enhanced defense out of 200. That has a base drop rate of 1 in 4,079 runs, and the Circlet is unfortunately useless. On run 324, I found two things, unique gloves and a unique ring. The unique gloves are Ghoul Hide, which can be very useful if you need to fight undead enemies, and the unique ring is Nagel Ring with perfect 30 magic find. I am now at 438 magic find. Then on the next run, 325, I found another unique bow for Amazons, Lycander's Aim, and it rolled with perfect 8 mana steal and 183 enhanced damage out of 200. On run 356, I found a very good low-level magic find item, Gold, 100% magic find available at level 4. This is really amazing. Then on run 360, I found another unique ring. Is this finally going to be what I'm looking for? Well, only Raven Frost again, and with very mid stats. 2 runs later, on run 362, I found a unique Smiter Paladin Scepter, Heaven's Light. Unfortunately, it rolled with only 1 socket. Then on run 364, I found a bone knife that I already found before, Wizard Spike, again. On run 389, I found a very nice pair of gloves for physical characters, Lava Gout. Enchant gives a 101% attack rating bonus, and while the 2% proc may seem very low, it lasts for 6 minutes, so once it procs, it will always stay on. On run 418, I found the item that gives the highest amount of mana increase in the game, Frostburn. If you need mana, that 40% maximum mana increase can be very useful. On run 438, I found another unique ring, but unfortunately, it's pretty much the lowest possible Raven Frost. Then on run 454, I found a very good budget mercenary weapon, especially for lower levels, Hone Sundon. The 45% crushing blow can be very useful when fighting bosses. On run 469, I found another skiller, +1 to defensive auras for paladins. Then on run 474, I found pretty much the best unique javelins in the game, Titan's Revenge. Unfortunately, it's not F, and it rolled with very mid stats. On run 581, I found a very good magic find item that I found before, but F this time. Scolder's Ire. This item repairs itself every 5 seconds, so it's much better F. This is an amazing find. 6 runs later, on run 487, I found a very useful Sorceress weapon, Tall Russia Lidless Eye. Only rolled 1 to 1, but it's better than nothing. Then on run 491, I found 2 items, unique boots and a unique helm. The unique boots are Silkweave, which is pretty good for Javazons for the 5 mana after each kill. And the helm is Rockstopper, which can be a very good budget mercenary helm, but it rolled with minimum fire resist. On run 493, I found a very nice unique amulet. What is it going to be? High Lord's Wrath, the only unique amulet that gives deadly strike in the game. Early ladder, this is very valuable. Then on the very next run, 494, something really unbelievable happened. I found a rare circlet, another unique amulet, and a set armor from a unique monster in the back of the room. The circlet is unfortunately useless, but the amulet is Tyler's Wrath, again, twice in 2 runs, this is unbelievable. And the armor is Strangle Scales, a very good budget necromancer armor. Then on run 508, I found a very good leveling barbarian weapon, the Meat Scraper. Masteries, increased attack speed, lifesteal, open wounds, magic find, all these stats are very useful while leveling. 50 runs later on run 558, I found one of the most sought after armor in the game, Viper Magi, and with 32 all resist. This is very good, I'm definitely going to use it later. Then on run 566, I found another unique amulet, but this time it is Saracen's Chance. Not very good, but can be useful until you find something better. 5 runs later on run 571, I found unique War Boots. I was confused and I was expecting War Traveler, so you can imagine my disappointment when it was only Gore Rider. That can still be very good with Crushing Blow, Deadly Strike and Open Wounds chances. Then on run 596, I found some unique Assassin's Weapon, Jade Talon. Damage is pretty low and I'm not sure if that's useful in any specific build, but at least it has a lot of resist. On run 604, I found 2 very nice items, unique gloves and a set helm. The unique gloves are chances, and they rolled with perfect 40 magic find. Yes! Perfect chances so early on ladder, this is an amazing find. And the helm is Tal Rasha. Then on run 615, I found a very good unique belt for Javazons, Thunder God's Vigor. It rolled with only 174 enhanced defense, but it doesn't matter. It's still very strong and especially useful against Uber Mephisto. On run 634, I found one of the best shapeshifting weapon in the game, Rib Cracker. Unfortunately, it rolled with only 251 enhanced damage. Then on the next run, 635, I found gloves that I found before, and the staff. The gloves are Mage Fist, best in slot gloves for casters, and the staff is Spire of Lazarus. Looks cool, but I'm not sure if it has any use case. On run 699, I found a very cool set Barbarian Helm, Immortal King's Will, and it rolled with 38 magic find. Then on run 711, I found a unique ring that I found before, Carian Wind, but this time with much lower stats. 10 runs later on run 721, I found one of the best unique Druid Belt, Jalal's Name, but unfortunately it's F. On run 738, I found the armor that gives the highest percentage of physical damage reduction in the game, with 30%, Shaft Stop. It could have rolled with higher enhanced defense, but it's still very good. 10 runs later on run 748, I found a unique shield that I found before, Lidless Wall. Again, that's very good until you find the Spirit Monarch. Then on run 766, I found something from a unique monster in Andariel's room, Lidless Wall again for a 3rd time. On run 781, I found an excellent helm for melee characters, G-Face, FHR, Deadly Strike, Crushing Blow and Strength, that's all very good. On run 801, I found a pair of unique gloves that I found many times before, with a Grand Charm. The gloves are chances with 33 magic find, and the Grand Charm is useless. On run 807, I found a unique assassin weapon and a unique battle hammer. The battle hammer is Earthshaker, and I'm not sure, but I think it's useless. The assassin's weapon is Jade Talon, but this time with much better stats than the first one I found. Then on run 820, I found a unique amulet and a large charm. The unique amulet is Seraph's Hymn, which is very uncommon, but I don't think has any use case. It has a base drop rate of only 1 in 4,553 runs, and the large charm is 6 magic find, so it's useless. On run 857, I found 3 items, a unique armor, a unique bow, and a large charm. The unique armor is Shaft Stop, that we already found before. The bow is Kuko Shakaku, which we also found before, and the large charm is unfortunately useless. Then on run 881, I found a unique shield and a unique Grand Charm, another gheed. The shield is Tiamat's Rebuke, and it rolled with 35 all resist. This is a very offensive shield, and I'm not sure if it has any use case. And the gheed is 40 magic find. Yes! Perfect magic find gheed. The other stats are very bad, but honestly, I don't care at all about the gold. So in these runs, I found a 39 and a 40 gheed. Crazy. I'm now at 439 magic find. 18 runs later, on run 899, I found another unique ring. A useless Manold, Dwarf Star, well no, Stone of fucking Jordan. Yes! The one that I'm using right now, I got it from trading, so this one is my first Stone of Jordan drop on ladder. And yes, this Stone of Jordan went in a giveaway on Discord. And then on the very next run, 900, I found another unique ring. What can it possibly be? Stone of Jordan maybe? Well no, but 28 Nagel ring is always nice to find. On run 926, I found a very cool low-level magic find item, Tarnhelm, with 39 magic find. Nothing special, but I always love to find these magic find loots. Talking of magic find, on run 943, I found another pair of chances, and this time 37 magic find. Very good. Then on run 954, I found a unique Druid belt with rare boots. The pelt is Jalal's main, and with very good enhanced defense, and the rare boots are unfortunately useless. 5 runs later, on run 959, I found a very good unique armor that I also found before, Viper Magi, but this time with only 20 all resist, the lowest possible roll. On run 972, I found a set Barbarian Helm that I also found before, Immortal King's Will, but this time with 39 magic find, which is only one from perfect. And then on run 979 I found two things, a set amulet and a unique ring. The set amulet is Telling of Beads that we already found before. And the unique ring is Raven Frost, but this time 242.19, which is a very solid roll. And that's it. I found amazing items in these runs. Many gheeds, including a perfect one, perfect chances, Tone of Jordan, and a lot of very good stuff. Andariel is definitely my favorite magic find boss in the game now, and I will do a lot more Andy runs in the future. Special thanks to our channel supporters, Shinui Zabusa and Tristan G. Thank you so much to both of you for all of your support. Also thanks to everyone in Discord. The community feels more and more alive and active every day. If you want to join the fun, the link is in the description of this video. And thanks to all of you, the viewers, for watching this video until the end. Don't hesitate to subscribe if you want to see more. I'm currently working on many more video projects. Thanks again for watching everybody, and happy grinding.